What's good, YouTube? SlimTv here to put a center to on this new topic. We're back at it with another to catch a predator with Skeeter Jean. Today we got Pred gets scolded by wife, then passes out. So we already know we got somebody who sees himself as the victim and tries to use a medical issue as a scapegoat. So let's just get into it.
Some-year-old David, he call himself online, and on one lovely Saturday afternoon in Nashville, Tennessee, he tried to meet up with our adult Nicole. But just wait, there's a twist. You see, David, or Ian, is happily married. Well, maybe not happily, but you get the point. Initially, David's plan was to meet up with the decoy at a nearby local mall. But when he got the news that his wife wasn't going to be going on her hiking trip as anticipated, Ian backed out and opted to postpone. But he wasn't going to get off the hook that easily. You see, we had David's address, and he had already had a very incriminating conversation online with our adult decoy, so naturally we decided to pay him a visit. And yes, before you ask, his wife was home. And she borderline was not happy about David's doing.
All right, let's get to it. Let's skip to the part where
How you doing, sir? Well, would you be David? Hi, David. I'm Skeet Hansen, Predatorial Investigation Unit. Just wanted to ask you a couple of questions here. Were you recently having a conversation online with a girl that told you she was
Do you mind stepping outside real quick?
It wasn't? Well, would this be your picture here?
That's my picture, yes.
That's your picture?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall talking online to a
I might have a long time
you might have a
ago.
long time ago. I think it was just, I think it was pretty recently, actually, David. I think just a few minutes ago you were talking to her. Or would you be wearing the doggo underwear still? Was that you, the...
bro, his face of shock and horror and everything, all the emotions on his face right now is hilarious, bro. That's funny.
trousers and your wanker hanging out?
Yes.
And you just took that with those pants, and you just took that a few minutes ago, right?
Yes.
And you sent it to...
So can I have you take your hand off the hip there, please? Thank you.
So you were talking to her today?
Yes.
Okay. And you were how old, David?
71.
71.
Dang,
Okay.
bruh.
So you do realize having a conversation like this with a girl that tells you she's
I
online,
didn't know.
what she tells you, you say you don't have a problem with an older man here, she tells you she's right there. I have the full chat log here, David. Did you want to step out and have a conversation? Or we can go in if you want. If you would like to invite us in, we can sit down. Whatever you want to do.
Sure.
Okay. So it's okay if we come in? Okay.
Oh, so this is the first guy that actually invited them in their house. That's kind of interesting. But anyway, I mean, you see, even in old age, man, men have needs, bro. And so it's important for you guys, you younger guys, do what you got to do now. Get you a wife that you're attracted to, or just, again, just go out into the world and experience different women. If I'm being completely honest, some people are like, well, no, that's not right. I mean, at the end of the day, it's what you want to do. All right. I'm just telling you this so that you don't end up, do it the right way, of course. Don't be a weirdo or a perv. I'm just saying, do this so that you're not, when you're older, you're not fiending for it. You're not fiending for, oh, if I could just get a taste of that young goodness. It's like, all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? The prevention is better than the cure. And right now, he's about to get arrested at 71. And it's not going to be fun for him in jail, especially after they find out what he did or what he tried to do.
Do we want to sit down somewhere and maybe we can just sit here? Okay.
Hi, how are you doing, man?
Hi, how are you? Oh man, we're with the Predatorial Investigation Unit. We do have a few questions for David here, if that's okay.
What is it?
With the Predatorial Investigation Unit.
What is that?
We're a privately owned and operated organization. David here has been having a sexually charged conversation with a girl that has told him that she is for some time now.
I didn't know she was.
Well, David, the problem with that, could I turn on the light here, David, please?
Okay, I'm just gonna sit down for a minute.
Okay, ma'am.
Sure, take your time.
Okay. So, David, when you say you don't know that you didn't know she was if you look here in the conversation, she does. You see this block of text right here, I believe. She says, "I can't drive. I'm silly." She says it right there.
Okay.
And now this is pretty early on within the conversation. You keep calling her baby. You ask her about school. You say, "Daddy misses you."
Wow.
And it just kind of goes on, David. And you told her your name was Ian, right?
Yes.
Okay. Why'd you tell her your name was?
It's my middle name.
It's your middle name. Is that just sort of what you go by
I
online?
go by both.
Okay. And where did you?
I'm Edith. I'm his wife.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, great. Nice to meet you. Yes.
Questions that you have that we might be able to answer?
If I,
I'm just gonna listen.
yeah, if I could just ask Ian a few, or David here a few questions first.
Is
Just
that
want
okay
to.
if I'm listening?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. No problem. No problem.
Okay, you know what? I just gotta stop it. You know, I appreciate him stopping in the middle of what he was doing, addressing the wife. You know, that's just common courtesy, you guys. See, that's part of the reason I do some of these videos, man. There's a lot you can learn from this stuff, man. Even if it's just a simple manners. You know, that is how you enter somebody's house. You acknowledge their presence, and you let them say what they want to say in their house. It is her house at the end of the day. Well, their house. But it's soon just going to be her house. But regardless, you know, just pay attention to stuff like that, man.
Okay. And where did you make first contact with this girl, David?
It would have been online.
Online? Was it an app, a social app?
No,
You don't know?
I don't remember. to be
Okay.
honest.
Okay. Do you remember anything specifically that
The look on his
was
face
said
is
within
is priceless.
conversation?
Not right offhand.
I read offhand. Because you were talking to her, you know, consistently. You were going to. Were you making plans to come see her last night?
No,
No.
I was not going to go see her.
But
I
you.
was living here.
Right, but you talked about it.
She talked about it.
David, you did. I have the
I
transcript.
said I wasn't going to go.
Okay, but it seems you were really entertaining the idea of it, though.
No,
and-
I'm staying here.
Okay. What about today? Did you have any plans
No,
today?
I was going somewhere else today.
Okay. Because from what I recall, it looked like you were making plans of possibly seeing her, but
No, I wasn't going today. I went with my wife somewhere today.
right. Well, I believe it was.
Yeah, man, look, you can see it in his eyes. He's pleading with him with his eyes. He's like, please don't do this, bro. My wife is right here. And, you know, at this point, you know, you already caught me. It already looks bad. I've admitted to texting her, but please don't tell her I was actually going to go meet her. I mean, this is what happens when you don't acknowledge what you're doing. And then you end up trying to plead with whoever caught you, whether it's the police or it's your mom or your grandma, your dad, whatever. You're trying to plead with them. Please don't punish me. Please let me go. Like, no, bro. This dude look like the dad from Up, or the single dad from Up. He really do.
You canceled because your wife didn't go do what she was.
No.
No?
We went to the Jack Daniel's Barbecue Festival.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
So
go.
it was you made up a little bit of a story there. Okay. You say Daddy wants to see you in your panties.
Wow.
Daddy would never be mad at you. You keep calling yourself.
Look at him.
Daddy there, referring to yourself in the third person. David, and I mean, she told you early on that she was.
I didn't realize she was okay.
So, with her telling you blatantly that she's didn't make you realize that she was.
I just told you I didn't realize she was that young. Okay? I'm not into seeing women, girls, or whatever else, that type of thing.
Okay. I mean, she even says here, did you forget how old I am? And you reply in the message, you say. So, how do you explain that,
I
David?
said that.
Oh, I'll show you the
I said
message
I
here.
don't know that I said that. Okay?
See, did you forget how old I am? And you say, I remember. You said,
Okay.
and you acknowledge it within the conversation, and then you go on to request to see her in her underwear.
Wow.
You say, baby, talk to me. You say, daddy misses you. Did you have any phone conversations with this girl?
Yeah.
No, just strictly text. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, David, you realize that this is legal.
I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
This is bull. This is bull crap. I didn't realize it. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what manipulators usually do, or people that do wrong and know that they did wrong. This is what they do to try and get out of the situation. First, they try and plead and they try and flip the situation. It's like, well, I'm a victim. You know, I didn't necessarily know. I'm pleading ignorance. Please have mercy on me. And now it's going into playing dumb. You know, it's the victimhood dumb combo where he's playing the victim and he's also playing ignorant in hopes that he can escape the situation.
Oh, we do have phone calls.
Lots of missed phone calls when the girl should have been at school.
Okay.
And you ask for pictures every single day since you talked to her for pictures, or underwear pictures every single day.
Thirsty.
So much that we said, do you have amnesia? We already told you, no, we're not sending pictures like that, but you ask every single day.
Do you recall that, David?
I don't remember being honest.
Okay. Okay.
You were reminded multiple times just in case you truly did forget.
He checking her out too. You see how he was looking up and down?
You were reminded so much that when we said, how old am I? You did say the age, so you did not forget.
Well, David, it seems like you may be, I don't know, telling a bit of a fib here. I mean, at first you lied when we first came to the door. You said you haven't talked to her in a while, but you were just texting her a few minutes ago, right? You sent her the picture.
I said that I was texting her, yes.
But I asked you when the last time was you talked to her. You said it's been a while, but you just sent her a picture of you in your underwear with your wanker sticking out.
Wow.
Not too long ago. And David, what were you guys doing here when you sent that picture? Where'd you go to send that picture? Because obviously your wife is here. Ma'am, did you know he's sending pictures of his wankers?
She is not.
Okay.
I'm busy doing other stuff
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
It looks
yeah,
like
I
he
understand.
was
I'm just.
standing up. There's
Yeah.
one right here, so you just
Yeah, we have the
I feel bad for her, man, because you know they're both about 70. They're nearing the end of their life. Why does she have to go through and be a part of something like this? I mean, I'm not trying to be morbid here, but they only got about 40. I'm being generous too. They only got about 40, 50 years left. You know, because I'm not going to wish death on anybody, but I'm just saying, like, that's about how much time. If they're about 60, 70, 40, 50 years, you know. And for them to have to go through this, and now she's over here contemplating divorce and, you know, thinking about the apartment and how she would pay if you know, it's just a lot, man. It's really messed up, man. This is why you have to be considerate of others in every action that you do, especially as a man, because when you get to a point where maybe you have a wife or maybe you have some type of status and other people are involved, you have to look at that, man. You really do. It's sad, man.
the picture of it.
Walked into the other room 16 minutes ago, pulled your pants down, took the picture, and walked back out.
In the bathroom.
That was in the bathroom. Okay. Okay. I mean, you asked to see a bunch of, pictures of her. You say, I'm only texting you, my baby. You call her your baby a lot. You say, Daddy misses you a lot. And, I mean, you were entertaining the idea of coming to see her because you asked her if she'd be free on the 14th and 16th. Or, I'm sorry, 14th and 15th. And you were talking about meeting at the mall yesterday.
I wasn't going to see her, though. I didn't see her.
Yeah, I understand. So you weren't going to, you were just entertaining the idea of it.
Just entertaining.
Okay. Why even do that though, David? What's the reason for that?
I don't know.
Is it,
I know why. I know why. See, in life, it's really important to start figuring out what you really want to do with your life and live it to the fullest. I think, me personally, I think it's because a part of him is realizing that he didn't live his life how he really wanted to live it. And sometimes, you try and get that back by maybe trying to entertain or get with the youth, if that makes sense. Try and be a part of the youth culture and the whole midlife crisis thing, except this is the more like end life crisis. I don't know. Regardless, you can just see the pain in his face, bro. Like, he was looking like this before Skeeter even pulled up. Like this is a normal face for him. You can just tell. Like there's a sadness in his eyes, and I think that it's just part of it is, again, you know, him realizing that his life is not how he wants it to be, or looking back and looking at all of his choices and like, man, it's not where I want it to be. This is not it. And it takes a lot of self-reflection and self-assessment to get to this point. And this is probably why he's 70 and just now getting to this point. I think everybody should at least sit down and think about how your life is going right now in this very moment. And ask yourself, are you really where you want to be? Where do you want to be when you're this age? Where do you want to be when you're 30? Where do you want to be when you're 40? And hopefully you can get there. Now, every choice that you make, is it going to be the right choice? There's no such thing as a perfect life, you know? But if you're making steps and strides, or you know that you at least gave 110% to go where you want it to go, you will be fulfilled.
For the thrill of it, or what entertains you about this? You ask her if she's not wearing a bra, and you ask to see her. You talk about how you want her, and how you want to kiss her nipples. And then you say that you can lick her nipples, and that she can kiss you all over. David, is that a appropriate talk to be having with a...
No, it's not.
So why do it, David?
I don't know why I did it. I really don't. I'm being honest.
Every time he says he's being honest, he's lying. But let's skip to the part where the mom kind of goes off. That's what I want to hear.
It's an app called Meet Me.
Meet Me. So you were on an app called Meet Me. Man, did you know he was on a dating app?
No.
No, she doesn't.
We've been married for 15 years. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, I don't care if it was a, you know, like 21 above, but for
It's
you
one thing.
talking to a like that, it is disgusting. Are you kidding me? It's not acceptable in my book. You doing like that.
I don't think it's acceptable in anyone's book now.
And especially I'm a nurse, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure you work hard.
I can't even fathom you doing this. Talking to a, if you're talking to a 50-year-old woman or 21-year-old woman, fine. But for a
Wow.
David, you should be ashamed of yourself. Oh my God. No, don't even apologize to me. You should apologize to the parent of this girl.
I mean, David, it's one thing that, you know, you're on a dating app and you have a lovely wife here. But I mean, to, you know, find interest and talk to a like this, I just don't understand.
Because you weren't being sweet. You were talking to her like she was a sex slave.
I mean,
when you're 14, you cannot consent to sex.
You do say, you know, daddy misses you.
Yeah, see, every time they come out and bring out some evidence or say that he was talking to her like some type of way, he just looks at them with this spiteful look, like, man, if I could, I would strangle you. Like, it's in his eyes, man. Like, he just got this dude, man. He got a little bit of issues, man. We all got issues, you know. But when it gets to the point where you're talking to underage people and you're trying to get sex and, you know, from 13-year-olds and stuff, man, I think everybody has the right to say, yeah, you're sick in the head.
I mean, yeah, it's just all over. Talking about how you want to feel kisses on her. And now we get to the part in the chat log. And now we get to the part in the chat log where, you know, you sent a picture of you in your trousers. It looks like
I'm sorry, I gotta pause it again. I don't like when people be trying to soften the blow by saying, "Oh yeah, thank you for your service." And look, man, we're going through a serious time right now. You're talking about, "Oh, thank you for your service." You know, do that after it's all over. You know, you're over here trying to let's focus on the actual situation here. Thank you for your service, and you know, I just want, you know, I know you're going through a tough time right now, but I just really want to tell you, I appreciate all that you do. It's like, all right, you know, let the wound sink in before we start trying to scold out compliments and send thank you cards and stuff, bro. Like, come on.
some doggo trousers here that you sent, that you were wearing. And I see you have a couple dogs here. So, you know, I have to ask David if, you know, you're into like this. Is anything funny going on with the dogs?
No, there's something not
Okay.
funny.
Okay, I just had to make sure. Okay, I mean, and then you even open up your briefs a little bit and...
I keep pausing it. This is the last one I'll pause it. You notice how after he answered that question about the dogs, he didn't have to say, I'm being honest. But yet, every other question that we assumed that he was lying on, he was like, I'm being honest, I'm being honest. I mean, that is the worst tick to have when it comes to, like, I think everybody kind of has like a tick when it comes to lying. Like, you could tell like when they're lying if you're around them enough. But he's just so obvious with it. Every time he lies, he's like, the sky is green, I'm being honest. My dog is purple, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Like, alright, bro.
Do you remember sending this photo here? I mean, does a need to see your
No, they
your
don't,
tip sticking
okay?
out of your trousers?
Wow.
understand.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're saying that you don't remember a lot of it, so I'm just jogging your memory, David. And then it doesn't stop there. You say, "Do you like frogs?" And then you send a picture of this picture here, the frog trousers.
Wow.
You and those.
This guy is weird, bro. Why he got...
Oops. That's the other
Bro,
predator channel. Can't be losing that.
where is he getting these trousers from? He got every single animal in the animal kingdom trousers. Where is he ordering that from? He must be going either he's... Nah, bro. Older people, I mean, he might have Amazon, but I'm gonna be real, man. Older people don't really he's probably not that tech savvy, bro. He's not on Amazon like that, bro. He must be going to some type of sex store or something to be getting froggy trousers. What type of weird kink is that? Frog trousers. I mean, dolphin trousers. I mean, dolphin briefs. He probably got gorilla briefs and stuff. It's like, all right, bro. You're a grown ass man, bro. Go get you some plain briefs, bruh. I mean, he must get happy every time he pulls down his pants. Froggies. Like, all right, bro.
But yeah, David. I mean, it's just. I mean, what do you have to say for yourself here? Then you say, "Daddy wants to see his naughty little baby in panties tonight, if not now." David. Yeah, you did say that. And how would you feel if, say, back in the day, someone was having a conversation online?
Upset.
And what would you want to do to the person that was having? You wouldn't be very happy about it, though, would you?
I don't know what I would want to do, but I do know what I want to do to you.
So, David, what makes it okay for you to do it in this
It
scenario?
doesn't make it okay by any means. I did something that was wrong. I'm aware of that.
Well, help me understand, David. Why you do it, though? Why partake in a conversation like this?
I don't know why I did. I just, if it's...
Were you bored or something? You're retired. If you were bored, find something else to do, but not go on, keep online. There's so much to do here in Nashville. Why would you do something disgusting like that?
It's Nashville, David. I mean, there's a ton to
Oh,
do.
my God.
You could go to a bar.
My mind around it. I'm
I'm just. I mean, David, what's wrong with an adult? If you were going to partake in adultery against your wife, why not? At least let it be legal. At least let it be an adult.
I haven't done it before.
Okay.
I've only done something like this online, and I didn't realize to begin with. Okay?
But David, you can't really
I
say
said
that.
To begin with, I did not realize she was there, okay?
But what about when you
And
acknowledged
I
it?
messed up, okay?
But
Because
David-
I kept talking to her.
Well, David, that card doesn't really work because you acknowledged in the chat.
I
Do you want me to
know.
show you
No,
again?
I acknowledged.
Okay.
I know I acknowledged. Okay?
Yes, you
what I'm
acknowledged.
saying is I was wrong in
Okay.
what I did.
Yeah, I guess you can put in the order. But
Look at. I'm
David,
sorry,
it's
bro.
nice
I don't like seeing people sad, bro. But sometimes, like when they do some stuff that they deserve, it, it's just like, all right, bro. I mean, this dude has the most saddest face. He's just not a happy person, bro. For his face, like you can see it on his face, like the old man lines and stuff. Like he frowns a lot. He doesn't have a neutral face. Usually, like when people are like always smiling or they have a frown, you'll see it on their face when they get older. Obviously. So for him, it's obviously he has a downward, what's the word? Downtrodden persona. Because I'm pretty sure when people smile more, like the lines are kind of, it's like a bunch of like lines that kind of look like whiskers going across the side of their mouth. Not too many people have that though, because there's not too many happy people in the world, sadly. But it is what it is.
You knew she was.
I messed up, okay?
Okay, I understand, but you can't mess up like this and then not expect any consequences. This is it's a legal activity, David. David, is there anything? I mean, what else? What do you have to say for yourself here?
I've done some things that I shouldn't have done,
Okay,
and that's the truth.
I see.
You know what though? He would make a great actor. Like if he would make a great actor for like a Taken movie. Like let's say like it's like a 70-year-old man that can still fight and stuff. And somebody took his wife or his kids or something, and then he went overseas to go get his kids. To Taken 6, Revenge of the Oldie, Revenge of the Old Coot. All right, now let me not disrespect my elders, but he just has that look like he would actually like put hands on somebody, bro. He has that look about him. Plus, he already looks sad, so it's like he's seen death before. Yeah, he would make a great actor in a movie like that. But
I see. And this have
I'm
you
not a
done?
good person because I've done these things.
These are really bad things, David. And have you done anything like this before?
No, I'm not doing anything like this. I've talked to some people way back and everything.
How long ago?
This was like a year ago or something like that.
You did? You did? I didn't know that.
You
Wait,
told
what?
me to stop texting, remember, way back?
David, you were on a dating app, I think in 2000.
Whatever it was.
Okay, so some years back.
And I just asked you to stop doing it. Because
Okay.
and see, the reason I'm able to kind of like point some of this stuff out is because as a child, I used to do stuff like that, man. Like it would be like he's over here bringing up old stuff and trying to take heat off the current situation, talking about some dating app he was on in 2007, and I guess now he's trying to come clean with everything that he's ever done, bro. We don't care about that, bro. Just keep it to the subject at hand. Have you ever talked to any other 12-year-old, 13-year-old, underage girls before this? Keep it at that, bro. Don't let people start trying to change the subject or move the goalpost all the way to things that they did all the way back and who knows how long, bro. Just focus on the task at hand.
Okay, but back then it was nothing. Okay. So,
All right, so now I'm gonna skip forward to the. Wait, is she about to go off? Let's hear what she got to say, bro. I want to hear her. I just want to hear her final thoughts before we skip to law enforcement.
This is your brain when you're struggling to focus, and this is your brain when you're in the zone. But getting in the zone and staying there.
glad to hear it, David.
Maybe you should go to prison. I think.
I mean, he was so adamant, it really makes me wonder if he's ever received material like that on his phone, because
Yeah.
I said not only did he say, he was told to please stop asking because it was so adamant.
It's a serious matter.
I don't understand what the value of you sending this nasty picture to and also receiving. I mean, do you get a high from that? I get disgusted with people like that I see in the hospital. They disgust me. When I hear these stories on television, I think these people, and it's in my own household, it is really, really, really disgusting. It is not acceptable for you to do that, David. It is. I mean, if you get lucky this time, like going to prison, I will make sure if I catch you next time, I'm not gonna let these people come into. I will take you myself to the police station. I am so disgusted. This is not acceptable. You should never ever do this again, or even have a cell phone.
Yeah, he's sleeping on the couch tonight, and probably for the rest of his life.
I mean, I work my ass off. Like, I'm sorry, you have to hear this.
Oh no, man.
I
We're
work my ass off.
Ski is enjoying it.
Freaking 10 hours a day. Of course, I thought you were happy being retired. If you are so bored, you can volunteer. I ask you, volunteer, go to the library, volunteer somewhere where you can use your time to help other people rather than snooping in a. If you want to be with another woman, get somebody who is your age, okay? Do not pry on the. It is utterly disgusting.
there's just no excuse
Oh
for
my
it.
God, I can't.
And
It is
and
so unbelievable. How you
Yeah.
do this. I mean, I
And-
cannot believe it.
ma'am, I'm sorry we had to have the conversation here with
Why
David.
not?
It's just
I mean, I would not have known that this is going on.
right. It's yeah.
What if that something they meet somewhere? Oh my God, David! What are you trying to accomplish? When you make this 14, what do you accomplish? You're gonna sit down and have Starbucks with this take care to a hotel?
No.
Oh my God! Don't tell me no. If you went this far in contacting this,
Going to go.
No. No.
no, yeah, you're telling me that.
It's
But
the
when
truth.
you're in that situation, that can happen. Why do you even?
I'm not interested.
Oh my
So
God.
the truth is that they're lying, so you were lying, but that's the truth? It doesn't really make sense.
Well, David, even if you weren't going to meet up with her, it's just you have to understand that's just how it looked. And it is obviously a concern.
And she is so understanding and so cool. Like, why would you ever even do that to her? She's even telling you could go for a girl in their 20s.
Well, David, is there, anything else that you have to say for yourself here?
No.
Okay. Well, if
And here it goes, Brittany. We were getting sick and getting over emotion. See, whenever that was an illogical decision that he made in regards to talking to a 13-year-old girl, or however old she was. So it's an emotional decision. And so because it's an emotional decision, there's something inside of him and is yearning for something that he wants. And instead of filtering those emotions to make a more logical decision in regards to what he wants, he's now instead blaming everybody else, or having his body is having some type of reaction. And it's just like, bro, it's just not the way to go about it, man. If you want something, make a plan to get it, and even his wife is saying, if you want other women, go get other women. She doesn't have a problem with it because she understands that men have needs, and some men have more needs than others that maybe she can't all the way fulfill. So it's just like, he's not being honest with himself. He really does want another woman. If he could get a 25-year-old bombshell or whatever right now, if he could just push a button and get himself a youngster, a young woman, of age, of course, he'd be pushing that button. He'd be pushing that button 40 times. He would be spawning in hundreds, if not thousands, of 25-year-old women in his apartment right now to do what he wants to do. But because he's not being honest with what he wants and who he is, he's going off the rails and doing this sneaky stuff.
if that's the case, then what I have to let you know is that I'm Skeet Hansen with the Predatorial Investigation Unit. We're doing an online series about adults who try to meet up and have conversations like this with online. and you've just been skeeted in 4K. And if there's nothing else you have to say for yourself, then we do have to obviously make this known to the authorities, and they will be here in just a little bit to address this, because this is pretty much as far as it can go with us, and it is a legal activity, so we do have to report it to them, and they'll be here shortly to address the situation. Okay.
I just don't understand it. First of all, your wife is hot, cool, understanding. I just don't get it.
They got a real nice apartment.
Sure, you definitely have some making up to do and some apologizing. And you gotta show it with actions, not just words.
You know, the things you talked about, do those things with your wife. You know, like, why not?
Yeah, why don't you try sending her those pictures? Maybe kiss up on her a little bit. Or maybe try telling her that you miss her and you love her when she's at work. So you can be here jerking off.
She might appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, hi. Skeet Hansen, Predatory Investigation Unit.
Good to meet you, sir.
You too.
Hey guys, I'm Officer Carroll from the Metro Police. Just let you know my body came out. Hey sir, how are you? What's going on today?
I did some things that I shouldn't do.
Okay. Do you have an ID on you? Like your driver's license or anything?
No, it's real clear.
You can hand it to me and your ID's out.
Yes, sir.
So I gave my partner out there his identification gift here.
I don't know if she explained it, but she basically goes on these apps, poses as a and waits for guys to hit her up in the inbox, and she tells them that, you know, she's...
Once everything's perfectly organized, I'll start working on my thesis.
Grammarly will ensure...
pretty short into the conversation, just see where it goes from there. And
so this is like text message, or is this like
so
WhatsApp?
it started on a dating app called Badoo. She has those screenshots. They talked on there for a little bit, then exchanged phone numbers. He texted her, and then the whole rest of the conversation is just text message.
All right, we're just gonna skip to this part because I gotta go pretty soon.
You know, we hope that David will be okay and push through this, and we're going to be pushing everything that we have to their detectives to see, you know, what can be done.
They did say they wanted to move forward, I think.
They did mention that, and we're going to see what can be done about this situation. And that's it. You know, that's the there's his Audi right there. That's a fresh looking car. It's gonna be it. That is the sad tale of David, aka Ian. Yeah, we caused a bit of a ruckus over here. Holy shit, we caused a whole scene on this street. I want to see if they're gonna bring him out of the bed.
Yeah. Well, do you want to go on the other side of the building?
Dude, we've already done enough.
We can walk on.
It's funny because when they bring him out, it'll look like he's behind bars. And that's bars. Look.
All right, when we go on SoundCloud.
Oh, there he goes. Ian is on the stretcher, on his way to the hospital. Holy shit. Hi, Ian. Safe travels to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it here, man. That's sad. You know, I don't like to see people, you know, on a stretcher and stuff, man. It's definitely not a good way to get on a stretcher from shock from you doing something bad, man. But it just goes to show you, man. You know what you're doing is wrong, and you know that the repercussions are even worse than what you're doing now. You know, you feel like you got away with it, it comes back to bite you in the ass. But it is what it is, man. Just take heed to what I said, man. Make sure that you live your life how you really want to live it, and make sure that you're honest with yourself in all regards, especially when it comes to like how you're feeling in a certain moment. Don't make emotional decisions, make logical decisions, and filter your emotions through your logic. You know, that's how you should do it. Sometimes, just to go on a little further tangent, sometimes you can ignore your logic and your emotions by trusting your gut feeling. That would be considered like your super conscious or whatever, but that's another video for another day. Regardless, like, subscribe, share, and comment. I love you guys. Peace. Thanks for watching. Check out my YouTube or my Instagram for more content. Peace.